Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and today I'm going to review Date for Men by Fragrance.One. As you all know, Jeremy Fragrance released Office for Men, and right after that, he came out with Date for Men. Now, as I mentioned what he's planning to do with his fragrance line. So basically, he's trying to create fragrances for each scenario, as far as going to work or going on a date or going clubbing, so on and so forth. Now, Date for Men supposed to be an oriental type of fragrance, and the nose behind this fragrance is Alberto Morales. Now, this is to me definitely an oriental fragrance, but it's very mass pleasing. I was thinking, or I was hoping of a different fragrance, the way Jeremy was talking about his fragrance. When he said his fragrance has oud in it, I thought I'm going to get a fragrance that I would be able to smell the note of oud, which in this one, I don't really get that oud at all. I actually get more of like fruity notes in here. This fragrance is very mass appealing, and it kind of reminds me mostly on your mass appealing designer type of fragrances that are on the market. It kind of reminds me of a mixture of a bunch of fragrances that are out there already. But don't get me wrong, again, this fragrance stands on its own. It's a beautiful fragrance. I do like the smell of it. It's gorgeous. It's very long lasting again. As he said, his fragrances are going to be very long lasting, and this is another one. And I can see that this is definitely a nighttime of a fragrance. It's very playful. It's perfect for dating, or it would be perfect for dating. So I think what he's trying to accomplish, he definitely has accomplished with Date for Men. Now, let's go over the notes of Date for Men, or the accords that I get from Date for Men. It's definitely a nighttime of a fragrance. It has a very luxurious vibe about it. It's very mass pleasing. And again, I can tell it has that DNA that it is in Office for Men. So you can definitely tell this is from Fragrance.One. This is what I like, at least, that you can tell there's a DNA here going on, that this Fragrance.One has a theme going on, and it keeps evolving. So Office for Men, it's very citrusy, very tart. This one is fruity. I mean, I can definitely smell the citrusy in here, but it's also very fruity at the same time, which I like. So I definitely get citrus from it. It's very aromatic. It's warm, spicy. It's fresh, spicy at the same time. It's very woody, and it's very modern. That's what I like about it. It's definitely very modern-like type of a fragrance. So it would please a lot of people, and I can definitely tell this is one of those fragrances that girls definitely would like this fragrance. So it would be perfect for dating or even going clubbing. I would say this would be great. Now, some people say this would be doing great for work. I don't see that, because again, the fruitiness has that playfulness to it, and it's not very how should I say, office friendly type of fragrance. I would say Office for Men is definitely better as far as working and going to an office, but this would do great for a night out, or to go on a date. It would be a great fragrance. Now, the notes in this fragrance, you get bergamot, you get mandarin orange, you get cardamom, you get juniper berry, you get patchouli, you get lemon, you get vetiver, and as it says, you get some oud in here. Now, I do not get any oud in here. I don't smell any oud in here. And that's one thing that I was let down. I was hoping for a little bit of oud in here. I was hoping that he would take a risk and make this fragrance a little bit animalic and not be afraid of that, because I think that because of himself, of Jeremy, he has opened up this fragrance world to a lot of people that were not into fragrances. And I think a lot of people are knowledgeable about fragrances nowadays, and I think they know about mass pleasing fragrances, and I think they smelled so many designer fragrances that people are looking or wanting a fragrance that is unique in certain ways, and they're looking for something that they can tell that the person that created the fragrance, they took a chance and they took a risk with the fragrance. And that's what I was hoping with this fragrance. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad fragrance at all. It smells great. And actually, I got a lot of compliments with this fragrance. I've been wearing this fragrance now for 2 weeks, and I got tons of compliments. I actually got more compliments with this fragrance than I did with Office for Men. So this is definitely a mass-pleasing type of fragrance, and girls love this fragrance. And actually, I had some girls telling me that they would want to wear this fragrance themselves. So this is a good thing. It says that this fragrance could be definitely a unisex type of fragrance. So it's a beautiful fragrance. As far as the performance and longevity goes, I would say it performs great. It lasts for a long time. I get easily 10 hours out of this fragrance. It performs really great. It's a performer. It's a show-off type of fragrance. It definitely demands attention when you walk in a room. People will definitely turn heads, and it definitely lasts for a long time. So as far as the performance and longevity goes, I would give this fragrance a 9 out of 10. Now, as far as the projection and sillage goes, this is an amazing fragrance. The projection of this fragrance is phenomenal. I mean, you get 4 to 6 feet when you spray this fragrance. I mean, I had people smelling me far away and they could tell, and I only did like 1 or 2, so you better be careful with the trigger on this fragrance, because it's a very strong fragrance. It lasts pretty long, and the concentration is very high in this fragrance. So as far as the projection goes, it's great. Now, as far as the sillage goes, this fragrance has a beautiful sillage. It has a gorgeous sillage where when you walk by, it leaves this beautiful trail behind you, which will make people to turn their heads and they want to find out what type of fragrance you're wearing. So as far as the projection sillage goes, I would give this fragrance actually a 10 out of 10, because at least that was my experience when I wore this fragrance, and I got a lot of compliments, especially when I was going shopping or I was doing my stuff. I would just be going inside a store or something, and people would just constantly asking me, what am I wearing? What is this? Smells really good, and they loved it. So that's as far as the projection sillage goes. Now, let's get to compliments, which I kind of already went over it. You get a lot of compliments. This is definitely a crowd pleaser. A lot of ladies love this fragrance. So as far as the compliments goes, I would give this fragrance also a 10 out of 10. This is going to be a compliment monster. If you're looking for a fragrance to get tons of compliments, yes, this is definitely the fragrance for it. This would be great for that. Girls love the notes in this fragrance. It just has the sexiness to it, which makes it also very unisex with this fragrance. Now, as far as the versatility goes, it's not a versatile fragrance. I don't think you can wear this at work. And I also don't think this is a fragrance that you can wear it at school or so. But it just depends. I mean, like I said, depends what school you go to, depends where you go to. I mean, you have to know your situation and the places that you go to, and you have to wear your fragrances accordingly. But as far as the seasons goes, actually, this fragrance, you can wear this all seasons around. I think you can definitely wear this in summertime as well, because again, this is a citrusy type of fragrance. It's fruity, and the citrusy and fruitiness and the woodiness in this fragrance make this fragrance to be also a summer and spring type of fragrance. So again, he did a great job as far as making a date fragrance that's also versatile. And this fragrance is definitely versatile as far as the seasons goes, but not as far as like being able to wear this everywhere you go, like school or like work. I would definitely wear this for a night out, or going even clubbing, or even on a date. That would be great as far as that goes. So because of that, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 when it comes to versatility. Now, let's get to uniqueness of this fragrance. Again, I have smelled this smell before. It's not a unique fragrance. It's something that you can tell that the person that made this fragrance did not take a risk. They wanted to make sure that they will please everyone, and everyone would love this fragrance. And that's what they're doing with this fragrance. So that's why this fragrance is definitely not unique. It's not something that it would blow me away, but it smells really nice. It's very nice smelling, but it's not something unique. It's definitely not something rare or exotic in any way. And I cannot smell the oud in here whatsoever. Other than that, as far as the uniqueness goes, I would give it unfortunately, a 3 or 4 out of 10 when it comes to uniqueness of this fragrance. And that's all I have for Date for Men by Fragrance.One. With that being said, we get to the end of my video. Thank you so much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And also, you can follow me on my Instagram. I have the information below. And if you own this fragrance, please let me know in the comments section what you think of this fragrance. What does this fragrance remind you on? I would love to know. That's it, you guys. That's all I have for Date for Men. Thank you so much, and hopefully see you guys soon with another video. Peace and ciao.